Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dork Tales. This is the session 0 for East Texas University. I am normally your host here, Kelly, but today this game is going to be ran by our dean, Stu. Stu, can you tell us a little bit about East Texas University and the game we're going to be playing for Pinnacle?
You bet your bottom dollar I can. So East Texas University has quickly become my favorite game to run. And as of May 5th, they've just launched a Kickstarter for the updated version that's more compatible with Savage Worlds Adventure Edition. So I'm really excited to be going through this and playing this with you guys. I think it'll be a lot of fun. It's very much like Buffy the Vampire sort of vibes, heroic horror, as they say. And yeah, it should be a really good time, and hopefully nobody gets too scared.
We're going to be very scared. We traveled all the way to Texas to record this. We are definitely not in various parts of the West Coast in Canada.
It's true. It's true. We're definitely deep in the heart of Texas. For those who don't know, this game takes place in the town of Pine Box, Texas, which is in the fictional county of Golan County in the southeastern area of Texas, right next to what is known as the Big Thicket, which used to cover much of eastern Texas and Louisiana, and is, because of logging and whatnot, and humans in general, has shrunk, but it's still very, very dense forest. They say, go 20 yards off the road and you'll get lost, kind of thing. So
Nice.
lots of opportunity for cryptids and ghosts and monsters. And we'll be right there in the thick of it. I'd like to introduce you to our players here. Let's start with Millie.
Oh, well, that's pretty cool. What an honor. Hi, I'm Millie and/or Bunny Hearted. I use sheiner and they and them pronouns. I'm a bunny VTuber and probably a bunny in real life for real. I'm piloting a particularly complicated humanoid mecha right now, and I'm really excited to get to return to more Savage Worlds and a game that I've never played, but that is extremely my jam. This seems like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Great. And let's go over to our next student at East Texas University. Let's go with Aster.
Hello, I'm Asterisk Lucid, or Aster on the web. This is Ollie right here, my little dog. He's wanting to be on my lap, and I am also most of the time a VTuber, but likes playing a lot of role-playing games with a whole different bunch of friends. And yeah, I think that, I'm a voice actor, musician, and composer and writer, but that's
Runway
all that.
Model.
Yeah. So, no, that's not true. That one's not true. But everything else. But yeah.
Great. Awesome. Glad to have you here. Let's go to Caitlan.
Hello, I'm Caitlan. I have hearing problems. No. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm really excited to be here. I use Petite Medic on all social medias, and you can find me on Dork Tales. Yay.
And last but certainly not least, let's move back to Kelly.
Hey, everybody. Kelly, as I said before, I'm normally the host here at Dork Tales. If this is your first time on Dork Tales, welcome. We are a channel that runs out of the Pacific Northwest of Canada and tell great stories with great friends. And I am lucky enough to have all of these friends here. I use he and him as my pronouns, and I'm an Aquarius. I'm an American expat who grew up in the Midwest and escaped to Canada. And I am very, very excited to be playing some Savage Worlds.
Awesome. So before we get going, I understand there is differing amounts of experience with Savage Worlds here. I know I've played some Savage Worlds with Kelly. I know Millie, you played here on Dork Tales doing Deadlands. Caitlan, you said before that you may have played it, but you can't quite remember. Is that correct?
Possibly. I don't recall all of the all of the things I've played during Extra Life and such.
That is totally fair. It's a pretty easy system to get the hang of, and then it can become as complicated or simple as you make it, essentially. Aster, I believe you said that you'd had a little experience as well.
Yeah, I've done a one shot, but I usually pick up stuff easy, so we're good.
Awesome. I've played a fair amount. I have a pretty good amount grasp on the rules, so if you have any questions, of course, always ask me. Okay, let's take a look here. I think we'll start off here. Does anyone have any idea of the type of average college student that they would like to be?
Man, I was a college
I
student
wanted
for
to be an art student.
an art student. And
But
East
it's
Texas
not-
University
it's not
doesn't
a-
have a focus, right?
No, and you can choose just about anything and we can make it work. I've had a player who was like, I want to be an athlete, but I don't want to be on like the football team or anything. So they have a water polo team.
Nice.
Nice.
So you want to be an art
nice.
student, Caitlin?
Yeah.
Like what kind of art? Like filmmaking or like painting or
Like fine art, so like painting and sculpting and such.
Nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Great.
I'm drawn toward being a vet, like a vet student or a pre-vet.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like a
Veterinary, not like a veteran.
sciences.
Yeah,
Yeah.
vet sciences. Because like there's just a veteran. I'm just going to the ROTC. Although apparently they have an ROTC program here.
They have an ROTC program at ETU. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm going to be like pre-med veterinary school. Like I'm going to be a horse scientist type of
Heck
thing.
yeah.
Oh.
Did I steal your concept, Aster? Because I know you have a dog
No.
on your lap presently.
No, it has nothing to do with the dog. Thank God. I just wanted to be. I was thinking of either being like the most obnoxious, like I think I still will be like the most obnoxious like finance bro thing, like almost like a jockey
Oh.
business major.
Oh no.
Are you just going to be
Be
Sonar from
Looking for a
Dispatch,
millionaire?
but as a human?
Yeah, essentially.
Oh my
And
god.
just kind of like drawn into this as like as a not a willing participant, but a business major that has their life ahead of them because of the stocks and everything.
Stonks.
It's all
Can't
about,
go to class. You're too busy trading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about the stonks.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Line go up.
The infinite stone.
Yeah.
Infinite stonk works?
I guess I feel kind of pulled in a couple of directions for background. I didn't even plan this. I'm just Canadian, so I'm wearing overalls today. And I thought that agriculture might be a fun school to go towards. We could be multiple haunts scientists, but it could also be kind of fun to be there for like maybe journalism or radio, television, that kind of thing. Someone who really wants to like get to the truth and reveal the things or something. Your dorky Mulder type.
It's well, definitely one of my favorite character types to be the what's happening. Let's dig deeper.
Oh, do you want to be like on the radio, like the campus radio?
I could certainly be on the campus radio.
You could be like, God, do you want to be like left wing or right wing? You could be like the campus Alex Jones or equivalent?
Oh gosh, please no.
They're trying to turn the bulls.
Can't believe it.
They've made the Longhorns gay.
Yeah. Oh, this sounds great. So journalism. Okay, that's a pretty cool spread we have.
I might legitimately roll a die between agriculture and journalism.
Yeah, do it.
For sure.
Yeah, I could roll. I mean, this is Savage World, so I'll roll a d4 because I'm like unskilled in this, and then we'll
Unskilled in
even.
picking your major.
Exactly. So we'll
If it's
do odds is agriculture, evens is speech and communication, and I rolled a 4, so it's speech and communication.
All
Okay,
right.
I was gonna say a 4 would
Easy peasy.
explode, wouldn't it?
It would.
Oh shoot, it does, doesn't
would-
it?
it would wild.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Hang on, let's
You're
see.
ace.
Ace,
You
that's
aced
what it
it.
is.
Okay, well, I've rolled a 6, so I've aced it, right?
Okay, so does that mean you're like in your masters of?
I think I'm just like really into speech and communications and journalism and radio/television.
Oh, okay.
For
And
sure.
you're killing it.
You're killing it. You're just like one
Yeah,
would say
absolutely.
slaying it. I think for this setting.
Oh, slay.
Yeah.
Slay, queen.
Oh, yeah,
like,
what year are we?
What
Oh.
year is this taking place in?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is this
yeah.
present day?
Yeah,
So
which
this-
gen are we?
Oh yeah.
Well, we have options. The
Okay.
So we're not Gen
original-
X then if we have options.
Yeah. The original setting was around like 2015-ish. This new updated is set anywhere from like 10 years from that onward, so about modern day. But if you guys really want to, we could run this in the 80s. We could even push this back into the 50s if we wanted.
I mean, I'm fine with it being somewhere close to modern day. If
Yeah,
everybody
for
else
sure.
is.
Mhm.
I think so, yeah.
I'm not picky.
I'm
It just
familiar
changes
with
the equipment that I'm going to shove in people's faces to get their hot takes on the local cryptid.
Yeah. Changes how much of a gym bro I also am, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think a
Doesn't really
finance
change
bro
art,
does
so.
definitely make a little more sense
Yeah.
this time or 80s. That's kind of like peak
Exactly.
finance
Those
bros.
two.
So yeah, perfect. So we'll just stick with modern day. So we'll say like 2026.
Okay.
Let's see. What else do we have in this whole world? So we'll do a little bit of character creation. You don't need to do like fill out your character sheets right now, but it's good to at least talk about it. When I make a character for Savage Worlds, I have found that it's less about thinking like, oh, what can I do? Like, I want to be a rogue sneaky type. And a lot of times more about like, who is this person? And I find I'm able to create a better character looking at edges and hindrances and my traits and skills that way than just trying to be like, I want to make a rogue kind of thing, you know? Especially for a more modern game like this, where you don't have that, rogue, healer, mage, fighter sort of thing. I do think just knowing what I am planning to run, having some sort of combat ability, at least the D4 to D6, not leaving it unskilled, probably gonna be good. Usually for this game, I say you don't really need it. My other game, none of my players have combat ability, and we just like old school Ninja Turtles it, where we use different skills to make random things happen.
Okay.
So with that being said, for those who don't know, in Savage Worlds, everything is based on sort of a dice progression. You start off unskilled in just about everything. For your attributes, like your strength and all that, you start off in a D4. You don't start off unskilled in having a body or a brain. Some people are not skilled with a brain, but yeah, so you all start off in a D4 there, and you're going to receive points to increase that. So for your attributes, you get... Let me just pull it up here. So your attributes are agility, smart, strength, spirit, and vigor. And you are going to get... Would help if I'm on the right page. You're going to get 5 points to distribute those. And with each point, you will raise one die type. So agility will go to D6 if you decide to take a point in agility, for example, and it'll go up to D12. It is totally possible for you to spend all your points and just kind of put everything into one category. I wouldn't recommend it, but you're welcome to do so. And you'll be able to increase these later on as well when we take our hindrances.
Okay. Sounds good. So we get 5 of those.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so
All right,
if you think about the kind of person that you're thinking of would be, that can kind of guide you there. If you have any questions about any of the abilities, or the attributes, I can answer those for you.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yep.
What would spirit in this sense be?
So spirit is like, best way I would describe it is sort of like your force of personality and self, not so much like your religiosity or anything. So like when you make a fear roll, for example, you roll spirit. If you are shaken in combat, so you're kind of like, I've been hit and I'm sort of disoriented, you'd roll spirit to pull yourself back together and continue. So yeah, I very much would call it like your sense of self, your force of self even.
Sounds good.
Okay, and strength is your physical strength. Vigor is your constitution, bodily strength, stamina.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Would a veterinarian have more strength or vigor? I don't know.
That depends. Are you
What kind of
very
animals
much a
are you?
large animal sort of vet?
I feel like
going
dogs. I'm in a dog place right now, and for some reason I'm thinking about dogs. It's like there's a dog on the screen even. So I'm gonna say I like to wrestle with dogs. So that's gonna be a D6. Can you raise these multiple times?
Right now, yes, you're able to raise them to whatever you sort of want to put the points into.
D percentiles. Millie, how much spirit are you actually? Who here is maxing out spirit?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
I'm
we're all
kind of
mad.
really debating.
I
No,
feel
I
like
will say a lot of skills are tied to smarts and agility. Those are the two biggest ones that your skills are going to be tied to.
Fine. I bought up my spirit to D8 because I figure that like anybody who has to deal with animals passing on, they have to be emotionally strong because
Absolutely.
Oh, that's fair.
I am not that strong in real life. I cry like a baby. So
No, I totally agree with you there.
And so what things do we use smarts for exactly?
Smarts is going to cover lots of your skills. So that's going to make it easier for you to buy points in things like academics, which might be important if you're going to school. That's going to let you...
I think that only matters if you're good at school, though.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Do I use smarts to like use equipment, like photographic equipment?
You don't use your smarts directly for that. That would be just more or less tied to one of your skills. But again, how high you can buy those skills is going to depend on your level of smarts.
Okay. I probably do need some smarts then. Choosing what I leave at the D4.
Yeah, I get you.
all right. So I'm going with D6, D8, D8, D4, D4. So I'm smart and spirited, and I won't trip over my own feet, unlike real life. But I'm yeah. All right, that sounds good.
Yeah, I got a
Nice.
D8 in strength, man, because you
Oh,
gotta
do
get
you?
those gains.
Nice.
Oh, that's
Gotta
true.
get the
Do it.
gains.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll go for a D8 and agility.
And my
Nice.
agility's at a D4 though,
I feel like the
because fuck leg day.
oh yeah, absolutely. Like who does cardio, right? No, but like the D8 in agility makes sense for the person who's like breaking into places and climbing fences and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for
Oh
sure.
yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, maybe I should lower mine and raise
You-
something else.
Great. I've got your totals here. I'm just gonna
Yeah, I'll stick with it.
I've
yeah,
already
I'm
got
gonna write
my
down
my
there too.
notes set up with for each of
So,
you guys here. So I
8,
can put your
6,
Nice.
8,
Oh, okay. Well,
4, 4. Who needs strength or vigor? Not me.
Yeah, I just hope you don't get hit.
Ever. Yeah. Or
Right.
need to hit anything ever. That would also be bad.
Actually, your agility covers that.
Oh, okay. Never
Yeah.
mind. Good to know.
Yeah.
All right. Never get hit.
and yeah, so like your fighting skill is linked to agility unless you take the edge at some point, brute, which will tie it to strength. So you can
Oh,
punch with
okay,
strength
okay.
and less with
Nice, Captain
Dex.
Crypto is gonna have that.
yep, that sounds right.
Love
Okay,
it.
so we shouldn't have, it says in the rulebook here, not to take stuff that's above a D8 in skills with a good background reason, which makes sense
Oh,
because we're
back.
just a university student, right?
Yeah.
Didn't
Yep.
see that.
Yeah.
You can do that
No,
for
so
your
that's in
attributes,
skills.
Caitlin. That's totally fine.
Oh,
For your
okay,
skills,
okay.
though, it's
Mhm.
unlikely that you will
Gotcha.
Nice.
be that high at a young age.
We have 15 skill points. Nice.
Okay, nice.
Yes.
So how does skill points work?
So skill points works very similarly. However, it costs 2 skill points to raise a skill above your attribute die. So if your smarts is a D4 and you want to have a D6 in a smarts related skill, it will cost you 2 points to bring it from D4 to D6.
Okay.
I see.
Okay, that sounds good. So,
And then 2 more for a D8.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
And the highest you can bring anything is to a D12.
now are there any new skills outside of the Savage Worlds
Boating.
that's new to East Texas?
I don't believe there's anything new. But
There are
let
new
me double
edges
check
and-
that.
I see that there are new hindrances and new edges, but no skills.
Yeah, there's some new hindrances, new edges. Nope, that's Pine Box Middle School. That's the wrong game. Which is also a great game, and people should look at that one.
That sounds wild.
Yeah, it's the same thing, but your kid's in middle school. And
So-
it's pretty great.
If, for example, I'm noticing that academics is not a granted skill
Correct.
on this sheet. So it starts off as a D4 minus 2. When you put 1 rank in it, you have a D4.
That's right. Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so and we have 15 of these?
Yeah, you have 15 of these. Yep. And you will all start off with a D4 in the core skills, which are athletics, common knowledge, notice, persuasion, and stealth. And I believe if you're using the spreadsheet version of the character sheet that I've sent you, that is already accounted for as base default.
Cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's put in academics. Put 3 points in that personally, so I'll go to D4, D6, D8.
Quick question.
Yep.
What does gambling entail?
That is a good question. So that will be your knowledge of sort of like games like poker and whatnot, as well as if you are actually wanting to engage in one of these games, I might make you roll gambling to see how well you do. It would also cover your knowledge of probably like in modern age, more like betting apps and
Would stocks count?
Mm.
Sort of.
I would say that there's an element, but it wouldn't be like your major skill.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it would make a lot of sense for you to have some proficiency in it. Like you've at least probably play poker all the time with your bros kind of thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
What does notice use? It uses smarts.
I love the annoying roommate hindrance. However,
Yes.
I feel like my character is that hindrance for somebody else.
Nice.
Yeah. The annoying roommate can be quite good. If anyone either here with us now or watching the video, if you watch Wild Cards, they did a run of the original plot point campaign Degrees of Horror and used annoying roommate to absolutely delightful effect, so much so that in this new book, the character art for the annoying roommate hindrance is in fact the annoying roommate from that stream. So
That's great.
Wow.
Okay, so
Hashtag it's me, Barrett.
Crazy.
Oh, I'd completely missed this one too. The anti-technology aura.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of love that for someone who's trying to take pictures of cryptids, to have all of the devices constantly be failing on them. I think that I
Absolutely.
have to take this.
Absolutely.
I'll put the points that it gives me into repair or something so I can fix them, but
Yeah, repair or electronics or something.
Anti-technology aura.
Research is too low. We got to crank that up.
-1 scholarship. Ooh.
Yeah. So scholarship is a stat for East Texas University specifically. You won't find it in other Savage Worlds games. And what it is basically that's what you're going to roll when you take things like exams and midterms, because that is a part of this game, which is actually one of my favorite things. Is all this time you're out hunting ghosts and cryptids, but you still got to pass your tests.
That's horrible.
And,
it's even more terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's determined by a single roll modified by your scholarship score. And certain things will give you pluses and minuses to your scholarship, such as various hindrances might, like ADHD gives you a minus to your scholarship and research.
Is there an Adderall prescription like edge that you can take that'll help that, or
No, but there kind of could be.
There could be. And you know that someone's like, oh, that should be a dependency flaw. Yeah, tell that to whenever I forget to take my meds.
Oh, that reminds me, I should take my meds.
You should take your meds, guys. Hey, viewer, if you haven't taken your meds today, take your meds. You're watching an actual play stream. You're probably neurodivergent. Go take your meds. So what new edges are there now? Are there any new ones?
Before,
oh, sorry.
Let's see. Does everyone kind of have an idea of what they want for skills? You don't have to have them all filled out right now, but if you just have an idea of where you're going.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm very Healy and very noticey.
Nice.
That makes sense.
There's no max, is there? It's just points that you can spend?
Yeah, just points that you can spend.
Okay.
They kind of recommend that you shouldn't have anything higher than a D8 in your skills as a as a not yet fully realized adult.
Fine.
What if I just punch really good?
He's really good.
I mean, that's a skill. Yeah.
Really good at punching.
I took sort of a mix of things. For some like electronics, a little bit of persuasion, a little bit of hacking, a little bit of occult. That all feels kind of on point.
Yeah.
I also added academics to the sheet just so I could leave it unchecked to make sure that I remember that I have a -2 to that one. And we'll see if I fix that later on with some of these points from hindrances.
Yes, for sure. Aster and Caitlan, how'd you guys do with your skills? Got an idea of where you're going?
Yeah, I put a one dot into academics because we gotta have a little bit of academics here, and then 2 in taunt, 2 in gambling, 3 in fighting. I did 2 in athletics, 2 in notice, 2 in persuasion. And I got driving because I have to have a car.
Yeah. Now I will say you'll be able to drive even without the skill, but for any like fancy maneuvers, such as like hard stops or donuts or anything like that, that would require drive. But just basic driving around, you guys don't have to worry about like, oh, let me see if I can just, drive down this straight road.
Oh yeah, he's definitely done something of the sort.
Yeah.
So fighting and gambling in here, so I'm pretty sure a donut or 2 is in the works.
Yes, and a sudden acceleration.
Yeah.
Perhaps the occasional midnight drag race.
Probably owns a BMW or something like that.
Oh yeah. Well, or you own like a muscle car of some kind, like a Challenger or a Charger.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Caitlan? Got things more or less sorted?
Yeah, Yeah, we're getting there. I fiddled around a little bit, and I don't know how to edit the spreadsheets because I'm bad at that. But I'm doing it my own way, and I'll
That's okay.
figure it out
Yep.
before we
She
start.
didn't.
But I added some to notice, persuasion. I added 1 to academics, focus, faith, performance, and science so far.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. While you think on that, if you're okay, we can move on a little bit to hindrances.
Mhm.
Love hindrances.
The hindrances are definitely one of my favorite parts of like any game that has like flaws that help you develop a character. I don't even care if they give you anything. I just like hindrances.
Mhm.
So in Savage Worlds, when you take hindrances, there's 2 types. There's minor and major. Minor hindrances are going to give you 1 more point that you can spend to buy more skills or take an edge or upgrade your attributes. And major is going to give you 2 of those points.
Nice.
You can only have a total of 4 points, though. So you can't just
Ooh.
take infinite hindrances to get infinite extra points.
Fair enough.
You can take infinite hindrances, but you're only going to get 4 points out of it.
Oh, okay, that was gonna be
Oh.
my immediate follow-up question. Can I
Yeah.
just like go down?
You can.
Not really. I'm gonna take my 4 points. But
I love that they have
Immediately.
a.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I was flipping through their East Texas University Players Guide, and I noticed that they have a frat generator, and I just love that.
Yes, there is
But
a
sorry,
frat generator.
Aster, what were you saying?
Oh yeah, no. Immediately, I want my character to have been a bully to someone, so I'm gonna have vengeful, major vengeful, as or
Okay.
no, yeah. So is
Are you
that the?
vengeful?
Is it? Am I vengeful, or is it the one? Is someone vengeful to me?
Excuse
Is
me.
there one
That
that-
would mean that you are vengeful.
So enemy is the one that I would.
enemy
Yeah, that'd be the
would
one.
be more.
I'm
yeah.
okay. I'm gonna grab. that one.
Alternatively, unless you were like a pipsqueak that like became like a Chad, like a stock Chad after being bullied.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I might do that as a. I might do that as a
the
as a
true
minor,
villain
though,
origin
because-
story.
Right?
Yeah,
It's like the Barney Stinson origin story, right? The
that'd be really funny. I want to see, but but his name is Bucky. Like he has to have been a bully the entire time.
Mm.
your real name is like Buckington Buckworth III.
Buckworth, yes.
Oh, that's right. Is my
Buckworth is
character's
actually my
name-
first name.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to call you by your government name. Did you see the
Is,
party
is my
animal?
character's name Bonnie
Yeah,
or Bunny?
I don't know, man. Like I
I don't know either.
for the joke
Bonnie
here.
Hart is pretty cute.
While we were preparing this
Bonnie is
game, I
cute.
put a bunch of temp names up on the overlay that you're going to see next episode, and they were Bunny Hart and Bucky Bingo and Regina Starr for you guys, and I was Daniel Danielson, but I'm going to cut that down a little. I think maybe Dan Danielson, Danny Phantom.
Yes,
I don't know.
Dan Danielson is much different from Daniel Danielson.
It's Danny Danielson. It's shorter than Daniel Danielson, right? Like that's how
It
you do
is
it.
shorter.
Please, Daniel was your father's name, of course.
Yeah.
Danny was my father's name. My name is Nee.
Yep, just me.
just keep shortening it every
Just-
generation.
Well, my brother's name is Dan, so we split it. We only got half of the inheritance.
Oh, right. Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay. Anybody taking overprotective parents? Well, I guess I am.
Wow.
I think I might have my hindrances chosen. So I think I'm going to go for that anti-technology aura
Mhm.
because it's very funny to me that I can't record any of these cryptids we might find because nothing ever works for me. And then also I like suspicious quite a bit because of course anyone could be secretly a cryptid or something.
Yeah.
And then also there's a really funny one called Screamer, which is whenever
Yeah.
you fail a fear check, you just shriek.
I was
Yes.
about to say that. The
I-
major one is funny as heck.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm only going to take the minor version because otherwise I would be at five hindrance points. But I love that idea of just like not necessarily screaming in like incomprehensible nonsense, but like shouting out the name of the cryptid and like being completely incomprehensible on any recording device for too loud, too excited.
Chupacabra,
too scared.
chupacabra. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the camera's like
that.
flailing all over the place and falls down the staircase into a bucket. Like,
Oh my God, we're filming Cloverfield.
yeah.
Oh my God, guys. We're in a setting where I can wear glasses in a costume.
For real.
Done.
Yes.
Done. And I get a minor flaw from this, and then you get to knock my glasses off, and I get to be like, my glasses, where are my glasses?
I can't see
You
without my
can't see without
glasses.
them.
I can't see without my glasses. I'm so there.
Perfect. I will make a note that at some point your glasses have to come off.
Death wish.
Yeah. So there are definitely some new and adjusted hindrances in East Texas University from base Savage Worlds. Millie's already discovered anti-technology aura, which is just a wonderful hindrance. There's the annoying roommate. We have bad karma, which you draw from the deck at the start of each session and something happens to you. In the previous edition, it was called cursed. But that's a pretty fun one.
That bad karma is a thing.
Yeah.
It's called bad
Love
karma
that.
here.
It's
Holy
called
crap.
bad karma here.
Okay, so it's just the cursed one, right?
It's the same as cursed. Yeah. Sorry, if you're looking at the sheet that I have that I sent you guys, it has all the old stuff on it because that's what I had. But it has been renamed to bad karma.
I see. Okay.
I think the chart might be a little bit different. I haven't compared the two, but it gives you all kinds of stuff like you wake up with bad breath, bad hair, bad body odor, and you just can't seem to mask it, kind of thing.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my God! But that'll put me at 5. Can I just have 5?
You can have up to
But then
5
I'll
points,
have the
but then
4
you only
points,
have the
but-
4 to spend. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. No, it's
Why not?
perfectly. I just want to have this. I don't want this. I don't want this person to have a good
All
time.
right. Has anybody taken Curious? Did someone take Curious?
I did, but I
Okay.
cannot.
We could just both be curious, and
You can
We
both
could
be
also
curious,
both be curious.
that's a great way to loop each other together. Okay, Curious,
Yeah,
major.
true.
Mhm.
I also
So-
took quirk and anemic because that's hilarious.
Well, what's your quirk? Do you like just create art out of like your skin, or like is this the My Hero Academia game now?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Has a minor but persistent foible that often annoys others. So I'm a little annoying all the time.
Yeah.
That's
So
not
you,
true.
like your quirk could be like one I've seen is like people who like they just constantly click their tongue after like almost everything they say, or like saying LOL after everything you say, but in real life, not in text.
Well,
That's just
Huh.
the millennial quirk.
Yeah,
that's how you know we're not being hostile.
exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I took major enemy.
Okay.
And then I took cursed, but I also want to be greedy because that makes sense.
It does make sense.
So I had to keep that one. So I'm just gonna eat the 5, take my 4, and
Okay.
be done with it that way.
For sure.
Okay. I'm gonna swap out overprotective parents for trouble magnet minor.
Okay.
Did anybody else have trouble magnet?
No.
Cool. Well, trouble magnet and Curious is gonna go great.
Nice. Another favorite of mine from East Texas University is the party animal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, whenever you attend a party or there's downtime, they have to make a vigor roll at -2, and if they fail, they suffer a level of fatigue for the session.
That's wild.
That's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Yeah, fatigue recovers after 12 hours as long as the student has plenty of non-alcoholic fluids and a good meal.
I was gonna say 12 hours feels generous. Then I remember these are university students, not
Yeah.
30 somethings.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Things change.
Right?
If you yourself are a young one going to university, things change. your body is
Your-
going to start hurting.
Here's the deal. Buy stock in ibuprofen now, because when you hit 30, that's your life. But
For
also,
real.
don't expect to ever have money. Also, pizza goes up in price, but not that much, but kind of. Anyway,
Pizza
save
will always
coupons.
go up in price. Things will always go up in
Mhm.
price. That's
Yeah.
that's the worst.
Yeah,
Oh, I
that's
should
true.
get pizza.
I should get. We should all get pizza after this.
Gone are the days of the 2-for-1 pizza.
Okay, when I was going to college in the middle of Missouri, we had a 3-for-1 pizza down the street, and it was wild, man. It was the worst pizza ever.
Oh,
But it was
that
three
sounds
for
That doesn't
one.
incredible.
matter. It
doesn't
was
matter.
It was quantity.
Yeah.
I got to see if that place is still open.
Yeah, three not very good pizzas is better than one very good pizza, in my opinion.
I think so too.
It's true. It's true.
You can always cover it in hot sauce, make it a mediocre pizza. Like,
That's true.
That's true.
Or ranch if you're really white.
I mean, you can do both.
awesome.
Do both.
You can do both. That's true. I actually have in fact done both on many
yeah.
an occasion.
Nice. All right. So how do we do edges? How do we get edgy?
So edges, as you are all humans, you start with one, and you get to choose that out of things that you are eligible for. East Texas University does have some changes to requirements for some of them.
I can't be a gunslinger.
I mean,
You're from Texas. You should be able to.
It should be like, oh, pew pew pew.
Yeah,
Get along,
actually, I
little
don't think
dog.
that's a restricted edge.
No, I don't believe it is.
It says that requirements you have to be a senior.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It says use marksman instead on the conversion chart. Well,
Yeah.
shucks.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, so I think some of the main changes are for like if you wanted to take the assassin edge, the bonus you get only applies to non-human creatures like undead, demons, and cryptids. You're not killing humans
People?
generally.
Aw. They just named the edge Dexter then.
Yeah, yeah. The main thing is most things. The rank requirement for different, so your level requirement essentially is different for a lot of them.
Be a zebra.
Well, not a lot of them, but some of them. Yeah, Be a Zebra is a good one from East Texas University.
Herd mentality. Heck yeah.
Herd mentality. You get bonus in combat for being adjacent to an ally.
And
Mm.
how many
Nice.
points does an edge require? It's 1-for-1 to buy
It's
more,
one for it's yeah. You get one to buy. If you haven't spent all your hindrance points yet, you can then use that to purchase another edge.
Okay.
I see. So,
Mm.
Okay. I'm gonna be a test taker.
Kid.
I have to be brute first. So
That's fair. Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah, and test taker will reduce your it'll give you a bonus basically for when you have to take exams.
Are we gonna take exams during this first run?
You know, I
think we
hadn't
should.
thought there'd be a huge amount of time for exams, but
That's okay.
I think we should try to work in some exams just so people can see what kind of stuff happens when you fail or pass your exams.
Nice. Does
Because
Anybody?
there are, in fact, in-game effects
Mm.
for whether you fail or pass your exams.
I'm gonna get expelled.
That's actually that's a thing. You can get expelled.
Jesus.
so there's psychically sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
Caitlan, you could take that, and so could I. And then there's
Mm.
Spirit Guardian.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Spirit Guardian is pretty cool.
Grandpa comes to help you out.
Oh,
Is there
I
a-
see. Okay.
Mhm.
Is there a leadership skill?
No, persuasion would probably be one that you would use a
Right,
lot
yeah.
during.
Mm.
But the nice thing about Savage Worlds is if you can explain to me how you're using a skill to do
Mhm.
what effect you want, we can roll that skill. Like if you want to say, well, I'm going to use my knowledge of hand-to-hand combat to help my any followers I have punch better, I could see a use case for that and be like, yeah, roll your fighting instead of your persuasion.
That'll make sense. I was pondering some edges like tactician, but I'm not sure on that one specifically.
Yeah.
But
So there's also charismatic.
something that like helps buff
Well-
people around me,
Well, that's
pull them into
another
the
question.
investigation.
That's another question I have on this edges thing. There's like a tier.
Yeah.
So freshman would equate to novice, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
So and then sophomore, seasoned, and junior, veteran.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay,
Right. Okay.
sounds good.
Okay.
Then
Yeah.
I should.
So
Just
I could
everybody
just be
take
rich.
double tap. Everybody take double tap. Should we? Can we buy up attributes with these points, or are we past that stage?
No, you can.
Are
Yeah.
they? Is it 2 for 1 for those guys?
I believe it is 2 for 1. Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay, so I can get one more edge and then use the other 2 points for an attribute.
That's right. Or 1 for 1 for skills if you wanted to boost the
One
skill.
for one for skills. Okay.
MacGyver.
Yes.
And
Nice.
then edge is only one point.
It looks like, yeah.
Yeah. It looks like.
I think the edges might depend on the specific edge. Some of them seem to be 2.
Mhm.
Well,
Did
some
you
of them seems
see-
to have like a requirement for 2?
yeah.
Did you see Aster Liquid Courage
Yeah.
for
I
a
did
party
see
guy?
that.
Like, that's pretty good.
Ooh, I think I might take the edges of free runner and thief.
Nice.
Okay. It's a good combo.
Beastmaster, hell yes.
Yeah. So I think
this
for
one's interesting.
Beastmaster, we would call that one a banned one. That's a weird edge.
Oh, is
And
it
it gives you
really?
basically like a mystic link to some animals, I believe.
Oh yeah, it totally does. So I was just looking at
Yep.
I was thinking of it as like animals love you type of thing.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, that would be good. That would actually be
I don't
good for
see-
actually. Let
don't
me
see
pull up
anything
my core handbook here.
GL.
Because if
Maybe
you
it's-
want to be a vet, maybe we could work one of those in and be a little bit different.
local favorite, noble demon slay. Oh, it's a senior. I can't. Now I've got the Infinite Castle stuck in my head. Dun, 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 dun. I See Dead People as a junior. This is a cool book. Like there's some really cool ideas here.
It really is, and the more you kind of go through it, I think the more you'd see
Bless you.
why I like it so much. Like it has things like doing rituals, and those rituals can in fact go wrong, and you could accidentally summon a demon. It has a demon generation chart,
Oh, that's good.
so you can just
Oh.
roll a random demon
And
with like
then
different
you can roll
abilities.
you can roll what frat they're in.
That's right. Then you can use the frat generator and generate a frat for the demon.
You know, every demon needs to be in the right frat. You don't want to.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
Oh shoot! What did
Oh,
I?
So is there like a an order to how you spend the points? You can spend them like as long as you have these hindrance points, or like these the points gained from your hindrances, you can just spend them in any order, correct?
correct. Yeah.
All right.
Now, if you're planning on buying like 2 edges, and one of them, I would recommend if one has the prerequisite, that you just put the one with the prerequisite for it first,
Yeah.
just for bookkeeping sake. But it doesn't really matter how you write it down, to be honest.
It was more so that I needed to buy an extra point in my attribute of vigor, so I could just be both a brute and a brawler.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love
And
that.
just-
Like
Yeah.
being attractive in this is based on how sturdy you are. It's not like your charisma. It's literally do you like the same mechanism that makes you handsome makes you healthy?
I mean, healthy is handsome.
Healthy is handsome.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying it's a
Yeah.
but it's interesting that requires it.
Kelly, I'm just looking at Beastmaster here, which is from the core Suede Handbook for anyone watching.
That's what
if you wanted to take that, I'd say, you know what, it doesn't break anything. If you wanted to do that, basically, animals won't attack you unless you attack them first, or they're enraged for some reason, and it gets you a loyal animal of some sort, like a dog or.
I can totally have a dog.
Aw.
Or else do it. Beastmaster. I'm gonna import waffles from the Hunter game.
There you go.
I'll figure out.
Anytime I have an animal companion in a game lately, I just like, no, this is just my dog. This is Mayhem.
Just bring Teddy in, yeah. So, quick question on that. What type of rules I guess we'll go over that during the consent and like stuff like that at the end of the session. But so I'll put that in for now for sure. So so what I've taken so far, I've still got one more to take, but I took Test Taker, Brave, Reliable, and Beastmaster. Reliable's my favorite so far. So whenever I roll to help one of you guys, I can basically roll twice.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
So I'm
on this Excel. When I just chose an edge, it said I spent 2 points. So just letting you know. I don't know.
Okay, so it is 2 for 2 or 2 for 1. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember because it's been a while since I made one.
Oh, so do edges cost 2 then?
It seems to be like
edges cost 2. That makes sense.
Then in that case, I am no longer brave.
Yeah, no, that's my bad. Sorry, guys. I spend far more time running the game than making characters, so I kind of slipped on that one.
Yeah, I get that.
Good.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything I should take instead of Test Taker? Yeah. Reliable's too good to give up.
Yeah.
What is that? MacGyver? Oh, I don't have enough repair. Thief, Woodsman.
Have you done with yours, Caitlan?
Oh, I switched my attributes around a little bit so that I could do psychically sensitive, steady hands, and alertness.
Now, so what did everybody take? Or what are we doing?
I just spent my rest of my points getting my vigor up to a D8 as well, and then now I have brute and brawler, so I'm punchy and also punchy, and then stonks. So
Stonks.
Yeah.
I have discovered that there's a skill named Weird Science, and so I am switching slightly to ensure that I am taking the skill named Weird Science.
I hate to burst onto your bubble, Millie, but
My
that
bubble! No!
That one is actually an arcane background for regular Suede.
Oh, well, darn. Okay, then I
yeah.
won't take Weird Science.
You can take regular science and just be weird with it.
That's true. If you want to see,
I could just take more like electronics or something too.
Yeah.
If you want to see Millie play a character with Weird Science, go watch our Deadlands game.
That's true.
Because that was wild.
Oh, this sounds gonna have one more point I can spend on things if I wanted to, though. I've no idea to spend it on them. Occult, maybe?
Yeah,
I don't need academics. It's going into a cult. There we go.
I will note that when you take a cult, until you've actually participated in an occult ritual, all rolls that you make with that will be at -2.
Great. I'm not going to participate in any occult rituals. I'm just reading occult books instead of going to class.
Yep.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I
figured I'd mention it for you and the viewing audience.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. This is the kind of knowledge that a thieving bunny needs. Speaking of which, where's my thief skill? There it is. D6. Okay.
Well, I bought that beast merit, and then my visiting family just unleashed 2 dogs in here that are running around. space.
Wow.
So
You summoned them.
I summon them
Yay.
with my Beastmaster abilities. Beware
So-
my Havanese.
So instead of brawler, I think I want to be brawny, just to make sense, because I don't want to be like too focused on just punching things.
Okay, fair enough.
So I am now instead of a normal human, I am a large human. I'm considered large
Ooh.
human.
Nice.
Are you?
Yeah.
You're just on trend.
Yeah.
Built like a truck.
Well, in
Yeah.
Texas, that's good because we're all about the trucks.
You know what? That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Now, I will say to help get the Texan flavor, the book has included like a little vocabulary list of
Yes,
common
indeed.
Texan sayings, which is quite fun.
I'm just gonna bother my friends from Texas over and over again. I'm like, am I doing this right? Am I doing this right?
Don't mess
Yeah.
with Texas.
Mhm.
That's dangerous. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
partner is a Texan, and she's given me a giant list of what to say and what not to say, and what
Oh.
T-shirts my character should be
Nice.
wearing.
Are you?
Mm.
I'm sure she advised you to call all soda a Coke.
It's probably in the list. The Keep
Yeah.
Austin Weird T-shirt seems very important.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
I was very happy to see in the wordology fix into was in there, because that one I've heard so much.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
had to
that's a
use
good
that
one.
Yeah. Naked was in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's also you wash your clothes. Yeah.
Yeah,
My family's from.
the R and wash. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? It's very good.
Texan.
My family's from Kansas, folks. So like a lot of this, I was looking at some of those like phrases, and I'm like, that's not Texan like this.
Well, it's one they say in many areas.
That's what I grew up with.
Nope. It's close enough. Well, a lot of it bled to Texas, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I just grew up reading a lot of books, and a lot of them seemed to take place in the South, so I got a lot of that sort of information.
Right. I think I'm ready
Awesome.
on this creation
Mhm.
side of things.
So all the mechanical
Yeah.
bits are kind of done there. So we've already kind of talked about what majors you guys have. That's one thing that you choose in East Texas University is you choose your major, and then there's a skill that you'll roll associated with that for, say, you're taking your tests. It's a little bit different in this new version of ETU than it was in previous editions. I should say edition. There's only one previous edition. In that now, because in the previous edition there was a lot more knowledge skills, and Suede kind of scaled that back and sort of has more broad skills. Basically, if your major skill, let's say you're going for biology, so you took the science skill, you'll roll your science at base for anything biology related. But then if something's thrown up like, oh, now you need to know some like advanced physics, you're rolling your science at a -2 because that's not your major. That's not your specialty. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can see that science was a skill. Ah, crap. All right, let's readjust some points.
I was gonna say you might want that as someone going to be a vet.
What? Okay. Okay. I am a worse driver now.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Too busy helping animals.
Too busy helping animals. I mean, honestly, the lower I get that driving score, the more risk I am to them.
Do you just ride a horse to school?
They took ride. I didn't see riding in. Is riding back in?
I think
Yeah,
riding's
Oh,
in
riding
there.
is there. Damn it. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
God, I had points before, guys.
You don't need points in drive. You need
Yeah,
points in ride.
I
I'm
have
pretty sure.
I have drive. I have one drive.
I feel like I need to have at least. Okay, tell you what. I'll change my driving to riding,
Yeah.
but I'll still drive a truck. But I'm not you. I'll never be you, Aster.
Asian dude? Yeah, I guess not.
I mean, I can try. Like that's what being a weeb is, right?
Yeah.
God.
So one cool thing about East Texas University that I quite enjoy is if you like, you get to start with a used vehicle.
Hell yes.
And the cool thing about a used vehicle is you get to roll on the used vehicle quirk table.
Oh, no.
Oh.
And that will give you something like, oh, it burns oil, so you have to
Oh my
spend this
God, I
much
need to
more
do
per
that right
per
now.
semester kind of thing to keep it topped up. Or it pulls to the left, I know is one. So if you would like, you can feel free to jot down somewhere a vehicle. You can choose a specific vehicle if you want, or just, like, mid-sized sedan sort of thing.
No, it's a truck. It's a truck.
So this is
A
on
motorcycle
this
with a
is
sidecar.
with a deck of cards. This is like a suit of cards, right? You got to draw on a card.
Yeah, which I can do. I don't have my cards in front of me because I lost them when I moved.
Man,
But
thinking of cars, my other
I have a
concept for
deck
this
somewhere around here.
was to play Jensen
I don't know where I
Ackles.
put it.
Not Dean Winchester, but Jensen Ackles, and just be like an underwear model who's afraid of everything.
Nice.
Stupid, sexy Shaggy. It's my next character, Stu. So when this goes to a campaign or a full chronicle, what do they call it? Do they call it a campaign, a chronicle, a study group? Like, what is it?
Well, I believe they in the book also call the group of players the study group.
Oh.
Which, makes sense.
I drew an ace. What does this give me?
Why can
Ooh, what does that give you?
we just play the community
Gremlins.
cast?
The
Oh.
vehicle's electrical systems goes on and off at random, but only when it matters the most. Headlights go out, a radio comes on at full volume at the worst possible moment, etc. Can I make a specific request because of a personal thing that happens with my
Please
car?
do.
I was driving on the freeway and my speedometer stopped working. So I didn't know how fast I was going and I got pulled over. And the
Mhm.
police was
Oh,
like, do you know
no.
how fast you were going? And I was like, in fact, I do not, because my speedometer stopped working
do
and he let me
not.
go. So
Oh my God.
that could be a thing. He was like, you should get that
Congratulations
fixed.
on
And I'm like,
that.
yes, I should.
Absolutely, we can
my God.
work that in somewhere.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and you don't have to take a vehicle if you don't think that your character drives. There is adequate public transit to and from the university and whatnot. They've actually fleshed out the university quite a bit over editions and through various adventures they've published in the past. It's like they've got. I haven't looked at a map for the new book, but on the old one, it's got a list of like all the buildings and some of the professors and all that, which is really cool, and has given me various ideas for my other game. Oh, I see a dog butt.
There's a dog butt just off camera.
More
Dog butt
dogs.
confirmed.
Dog butt laying on the couch next to the
Yeah,
streaming station.
Y'all, there's so many
I'll
dogs.
say,
in this
I think
recording.
the university information is really nice. Like it feels like it grounds the setting quite a bit, and you'll
does.
like you can kind of share it between other crews or other games or something.
It does, and they
100%.
fleshed out the town quite a bit between this and Pine Box Middle School as well, so that we've got things like a local favorite place is the Pizza Barn. We know that there's a comic book store.
love
We
the
know that
Pizza
there's
Barn.
the Pizza Barn. It's got like a bull you can ride, not like a real one, a mechanical bull.
Okay.
Oh, what?
Hey.
I still like the Pizza Barn, but I'm no longer in love
Yeah.
with the Pizza Barn. You know?
Yeah.
Can
If I
I-
pulled a 4. Oh, sorry.
Oh, for
Oh,
your
yep, go ahead.
vehicle quirk.
Yes.
Okay. Let me pull that up in
Ooh,
front of
just
me
on
here.
that page.
I was too, and then I can't find my PDF reader anymore. There it is.
Deck of cards. Cards. I didn't know this was a thing.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah. all right.
I have a
Okay,
random
let's
card
do it.
generator.
I got a king.
Calculator
Leadfoot. Oh no, I had this car.
You had that car.
I had a Jeep that used to do this where it would just rev on its. Actually, you know what? My Kia did this for the longest time too. It just revs on its own. You're like, what the hell? Why is this a thing?
All right. So sorry, Caitlan. What did you draw?
A 4.
A 4.
Oh.
Engine misses. Reduce top speed by 20 miles per hour.
Oh, I I just drive like a granny all of the time. All
Yep.
right. Perfect.
And Sir Kelly, you got lead foot.
I did get lead foot, yeah. Now and then the engine revs on its own. At the dean's discretion, the car increases its speed by 25% until I slam on the brakes.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
So we're
Which requires a
opposites.
driving roll.
They have a okay, Jack and Queen. Did you all look at that at the same time?
Look at
No,
which.
no.
The Jack and Queen, so the Jack doppelganger, someone has a similar vehicle that's always up to no good.
Oh my god.
And Queen, look at Queen, jealous bitch.
Oh,
It only lets you drive it.
oh
Yeah.
my
Yeah,
god.
other
Temperamental.
drivers suffer of -4 penalty when driving it.
It's like the Millennium Falcon, right? Like,
Oh man.
except it's
Yeah.
like
So I rolled, or I didn't roll. I drew a card for the shitty motorcycle with the sidecar full of EV equipment that I figure my character drives around, and I got an Ace of Hearts, which feels quite classy.
Also, a
So
So you
gremlins.
also have
Gremlins.
gremlins, yeah.
Okay, note to self.
Now, if you want to do something different, you could absolutely pull again if you want to, just because you don't want to be
Maybe just
samesies.
so that we each have a unique vehicle.
well,
quirk.
let
I'll pull
me do it.
again.
Let me do it, because I think I shuffled it twice, but it just shuffled everything back into play. So let me.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take gremlins, and you shift it up. Sounds good.
Yeah, I got a 2.
Hard
So
to
it's,
crank.
the tires
Yeah.
are balder than Captain Picard. That's what it says.
Slick tires and
Well, that's
everything.
3.
Yeah.
Was it 3?
Yeah.
You
Oh.
might be looking at the old one,
I might be looking
the
at that
old
one.
ETU book, because on this one it says 3 is slick tires, and it's balder than
Mhm.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Oh, well, that
Yeah.
times change.
Speaking of which, because you said that, so Caitlan found that on this new one that we got, there's a website that they have,
Yes.
Yeah.
and I checked the directory, and you can check. There's actually pictures on the directory, and it's just random stock pictures. And Dwayne the Rock Johnson is their football director named Preston Blakemore.
What
Yes.
the hell,
So
really?
funny.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Now, I haven't looked at that since I started my game of the previous edition. It sounds like it hasn't changed. I do hope that maybe they make some delightful updates for this new edition. So if anyone from Pinnacle or the ETU team is watching, that would be amazing and hilarious if you updated that. Because I don't know if Dwayne the Rock Johnson / Preston Blakemore is still the football director. I haven't gotten that far into the new book yet.
Is it Kevin Hart now?
No, it's still Preston Blakemore. I still
Oh, okay.
see Preston Blakemore.
Okay, sounds good.
There is
Yeah.
a suspected mass food poisoning that closed the taco stand, though.
Oh no,
Oh,
Wow.
nobody wants that.
No,
Mhm.
No, I think it's really cool that they did that.
and that's actually the company that did that, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's so cool.
I think so. Anyway, I would assume so because it's actually linked in the PDF that I have.
yeah.
That's rad. Okay, so I'm taking an F-150 because Texas.
Legally required, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
We need, yeah, 1 per game. Yeah. Ford tough. Not sponsored by Ford. Could be sponsored by Ford.
Ford, hit us up.
Ford, hit us up. I won't talk about the 2 Tauruses I've owned. That'll be my payoff.
I've also owned a Taurus, and that was with the speedometer.
Was it?
That was
What
the one
color
with the
was
fucking
it?
speedometer?
With the fucking speedometer.
That's like I've had some ridiculous Tauruses in the past. I had a gold one, the Golden Bull, that was killed when I hit a herd of cattle with it,
Whoop.
Oh man.
and then it was replaced by a mint green Ford Taurus from a used dealership.
I had a green one, but then it wasn't mint.
Oh, okay,
It was a dark green.
that's pretty good. And then
Yeah.
it lost its speedometer.
Yeah, there was I mean, there were a lot to say about that, but definitely the speedometer thing was interesting, to say the least.
All right, so what's next, Stu?
Well, that covers pretty much everything mechanically. There's still gear. Basically, for gear, I'm not going to make you buy it out of your $500 for the semester that you get. In ETU, you get basically an allowance per semester. And that can be modified by taking the poverty or filthy rich or rich traits or hindrances. But I'm not going to make you take it out of there. So basically, anything that a modern student would reasonably have going into college, you may have. So you're going to have your clothes. You're going to have probably a laptop or a desktop. You're going to have your phone, even a tablet, should you so choose. Anything reasonable, like say maybe you also like to play baseball in your spare time, you can have that. A player in a game I had a replica batleth that she hangs on her wall and then also fights with, but it's of poor quality, so it might break sometime. It's not a real Klingon batleth. It's definitely a mall purchase. So anything like that, that's pretty reasonable. If you're unsure, just ask me. You don't have to fill all that out right now if you want to kind of think about it. But like, again, anything pretty reasonable. You're not going to have, like a Ghostbusters proton pack, which is an equipment item that you can get in the horror companion, for example.
Nice.
That's funny.
That's pretty good.
I'm sad for this very specific news, but I understand. I'll just have to build my Ghostbusters proton pack as the semester goes on.
That's what one of my players is doing in my other game. Working on building drones. Drones and all kinds of stuff. They've already built like an extendable taser thing.
That's wild.
Nice.
I feel like ghost busting equipment is just one step up from that. So that's basically it mechanically. If there's anything else that you come across that you're like, I don't understand this, or I wish to be clear about that, you can either, if it's in your head right now, go ahead and ask. And otherwise, I'm pretty much available most of the time, and you can reach me anytime between games.
Ooh.
Nice. Sounds good.
Now, I do have a couple of questions that I like to ask players about their character specifically. If y'all would indulge me in that.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So one thing that I always like to ask, especially going into a game like ETU that has horror elements, is what is your greatest fear?
But the
And
character,
not yours, but your
player?
characters. Yeah.
Okay. I was about to say,
I mean, if they're the same, that's fine.
Tax season. No.
Yeah.
Oh, too real.
Too real.
What is Bonnie's greatest fear?
That's a good one. What kind of examples do you have? Like do you want something as simple as spiders, or something as like
existential?
Existential is like the prospect of
Honestly?
growing old and being kept in a nursing home against my will and being forced to play Parcheesi with people I hate from high school.
Honestly, it could be any of them. It could be something basic. You could be like, oh, I am absolutely deathly afraid of the zombie apocalypse, which is absolutely going to happen. Or the fear of like not living up or not measuring up to parents' expectations, or what else we got? Something happening to someone in your family because they're the only family member you have, that kind of thing. Absolutely petrified of humiliation or mimes, or
Okay, I got one. I got a sad, depressing one. It's the one
Okay.
that always makes me like drive safer when I'm tired. It's the I am afraid of leaving my dog alone and them not knowing what happened to me.
Oh no, the
Oh.
Hachi.
Yeah.
Oof.
So remember, folks,
Hachiko.
when you go out, like get home safe because your dog won't know what happened. They'll just know you left. And I'm afraid of leaving my dog alone, even though he's got a family.
Oh,
Because that's sad.
Aw.
you can't be saying stuff like that with my dog literally in my lap. That's not fair.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
aw.
You want to change it?
No,
Spiders?
no. You don't need to change it. It's just like,
Oh, that one hit hard, Kelly.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm keeping it light.
So I swap here. Let's keep it light again. I swapped out some points. So I took out the point in vigor because I actually don't need D8 in vigor for Brawny.
Mhm.
I just need a D6. So I now have 2 more points. So I spent another edge on Rich. So the fear of Bucky is being poor.
Hmm.
That's a good one, especially for your finance bro.
Yeah.
I think Lacy is my new character's name. I think Lacy is really religious. So hers is like demons, especially demons taking human form.
You know what? Coming from the South, you'd be surprised how many people actually believe in that, like publicly.
I have a friend who was exorcised when they were a child.
I could use some more exorcism.
That's wild.
Yeah. I mean,
I feel like.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Just pondering for Bonnie. I mean, I feel like her like motivating fear is probably like obscurity or failure, that she'll never get her name in a textbook next to some cryptozoological conspiracy theory as like the person who found East Texas's Lock Woods monster. But I'm not sure if that's too abstract a greatest fear or if that works okay.
No, that works just fine.
Sounds good. A big part of why she gets so frustrated when her technology fails inevitably all the time on her.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. And I do just have a couple other questions that I like to ask here. Not too many, but I find it helpful myself when I'm making a character to go through stuff like this. So I like that name, Caitlan Lacy Grace. That's great.
Thank you.
All right. So do you have any nicknames, street names, titles, nom de plume?
Oh.
I think Bucky is the nickname. I think
Bucky
the
is the
name is
nickname.
actually Bucksworth. His full name is Bucksworth Aberdeen.
Cool.
Bucksworth Aberdeen. That's great. Oh man, I'm having such trouble with first names, guys.
I feel like I need like a really sick username for like a web forum conspiracy theory board
Mhm.
The
that I'm like
truth
trying to make happen in real life too.
the truth is in there. It's not out there. It's in there.
Whoa.
The truth is in there. That's right. Gotta be something like not the wizard, but something like as silly as the wizard.
Wizardrix?
The wizard 42069 triple X.
I mean, you
God.
can't get a
No
better name
scope.
than that. That's basically the perfect one.
I think it's
Yeah, right.
It's never been taken either.
Name the wizard.
Okay, so
The
what first names do we got right now? We have
Wizard.
we got Bonnie Hart.
420.
We got
69 eggs.
Bucky.
21 because 20 was taken.
Bucky Aberdeen. Okay. Do you guys feel like a veterinarian is a tanner, a walker, a hunter, or a writer with a Y? I'm going to go with the last name, probably McBride or McCall.
I'm going to say Tanner.
I was about to say Tanner as well.
Tanner?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Tanner or Hunter.
Tanner. Okay, so we'll either do Tanner or Hunter. We'll do
Tanner
Hunter,
McBride.
Tanner McBride, Tanner McCall, Tanner McLean.
I I like
Kinda
McBride.
yeah, it
McBride's
fits well.
nice.
It's got like a nice flow to it.
Yeah.
Hunter McBride or Tanner
Feels like it'd be like
McBride?
on a
Hunter McBride. Let's go with Hunter
billboard.
McBride.
Hunter? Okay.
Hunter's good.
Joy.
Yeah, and then if I become a vegetarian, I can be Gather McBride.
Yeah.
And just remember, you'll become
Okay.
doctor.
Call me Dr. Hunter.
Dr. Hunter Gatherer.
Dr. Hunter Gatherer. Ugh. Okay, Hunter McBride. I love it. What other questions do you want to ask us, Stu?
Just a couple more. What is your most obvious blessing or strength?
Being born in a branch family of old Texas oil money.
Ooh.
Nice.
Compassion.
Oh.
Damn, I just said money.
You know what? It's 2026. You win.
I guess probably like determination or relentlessness.
Probably my attention to detail.
Cool, I'm just typing this here in my own notes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so that's your most obvious blessing or strength. But what do you yourself, your character, what do they perceive as their greatest strength? Because I know
have to
what.
be right.
No, they don't have to be right.
Okay.
His brains. He thinks he's smart, and he thinks that that actually matters more than anything else. Is being smart and being right. I think.
Mm.
He thinks he's charismatic, like he's just the guy to be around.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not it's because of his money is completely up to whatever NPC or whatever person is drawn to him for. But then he thinks he's just, center of the attention for one reason or another.
I feel like brains is a pretty easy one that I could potentially go for as well.
And that absolutely makes sense for someone in pursuit of the truth.
Someone who's very, very convinced in their own correctness and their own, like, they're the only one who could ever see this for what it truly is. They're
Yeah.
special in that way. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Actually, I'm going to type brain/specialness.
Mm.
There you go. I'll put that too. And then
Maybe her
oh, sorry, go ahead.
enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Great. Enthusiasm. I can spell.
Or her rhythm? No, I'm kidding.
I've got really good rhythm, actually.
Rhythm?
Not quite my tempo.
No, sorry. Is this 4/4? No. Sorry, I have to do. I gotta do 12/4.
Man.
Okay, and
Are
then
you
I
sure?
usually ask for the same sort of thing as for flaw or weaknesses. What is your most obvious one, and what do you perceive as your greatest weakness?
Mm-hmm.
So what is that again? It's
So what is your most obvious flaw or weakness, and what do you perceive as your greatest weakness? Because
These are
again,
good
I know my
questions.
answers for these would be totally different
Yeah.
if someone were asking me this.
For
Okay, so-
sure. Bucky's real flaw is I think he's way too materialistic. I mean, greedy is literally part of his
Mhm.
whole kit. But he feels that he can't run a mile in under 10 minutes, and that's unfortunate. But he sucks at leg day, so he doesn't really care.
Yeah. Perfect. That's a perfect example of what he thinks is his greatest weakness and what his actual one is.
So I think he thinks that his weakness is that he's too needy, that he needs consensus from others. Like he feels like he's more of a follower.
Mm-hmm.
So, and his actual weakness is that he digs too deep. He burns himself out for other people.
Mm.
Mm.
This guy's turning into a real sweetheart.
Aw. Trying to figure out the internally like self-perceived flaw at the moment.
Self-perceived.
Yeah, no worries.
I mean,
I mean,
yeah.
they're not exactly easy questions, right? And that's kind of why I like them, because it makes you think of
Always thinks people.
just dig a little bit deeper.
Always thinks people have ulterior motives. Brutally honest at the worst times. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking of taking too honest. For obvious flaw, I think being like overly suspicious certainly makes sense. Although I've already taken that as a hindrance. Like another one would be kind of being dismissive of anything outside her focus as unimportant. So she is, pursuing the East Texas chupacabra dog. Then like she doesn't care about your needs or school.
Yeah.
Only the truth.
I mean, that's kind of how I look at mine as well, right? Sort of. Even though my hindrance is greedy, it's more so that everything that's not materials just doesn't seem as important to Bucky, right? It's just like, hey, I'm like looking at your social status more than you as a person.
Yeah.
Type of deal.
Gotcha.
So.
For Lacy, I think she's rather physically weak because I took that anemic and stuff like that. So I think that's probably the most obvious one. And then what she thinks is her greatest weakness. I think she doesn't think she's as smart as other people.
Okay.
Aw. All of our characters need therapy.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that what RPGs are for?
That's
Exactly.
really true.
Yeah. I do think for the self-perceived like flaw, I feel maybe she realizes that she's too suspicious of people, and so she's trying to be a little bit more trusting and to bring more people into her totally true, absolutely important world. It's trying to learn to be more trusting.
Perfect.
I
Yeah.
need to find like a t-shirt that just has like the picture of an alien's head on it or something to wear for this game.
Absolutely.
Tinfoil hat.
Yeah, I gotta have that on standby just in case.
Just buy
Like a
a plain
tinfoil
white
cowboy hat, of course.
Yeah. Just buy a plain white t-shirt and just take a Sharpie and write, "I want to believe" on it. Done. Perfect.
Yeah, sounds good.
I stole this shirt from Aliens. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
I got abducted in this.
I got
Well,
abducted
thanks.
and all I got was the stupid t-shirt. Perfect.
And a limp.
And a lamp.
And weirdly, some digestive issues.
You know what? That's fine. I was already borderline celiac before, and now you know what? That's just too much. Never.
I got abducted and now I've turned 30. Oh no.
Oh God, that's the worst.
I got abducted and now the frogs are gay.
Oh, what?
That's
Well, they
way
were
better
headed that
than-
way anyway.
They were headed that way. It's all the
Okay.
5G
I've
that we
met
put in the
frogs
water.
before.
How did we
Yeah.
fit all this on one t-shirt?
Small font.
Yeah, front and back, really, front and back.
And then it has to end with, "If you can see this, you're too close."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Available at dorktalesmerch.com. Soon.
Print it, done.
Print it, done.
Um,
Yeah. Put Comic
Perfect. Well,
Sans.
thanks for bearing with me through those questions, guys. Sometimes I have a lot more. If you find that sort of thing useful, I would highly recommend going to roleplayingtips.com by
Ooh.
John Four. He has he calls it the mother of all character questionnaires, and it's a list of like 100 questions. And if you sit down when you're about to play a game and you're making a character and go through as many of those as you want or can, I found it's really helpful. It goes into so many questions about like, hey, what's your relationship with every single family member kind of thing.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I just pull a few from there for kind of each game that I like to do and throw them at players to catch them off guard.
Nice.
Sounds good.
I'm always prepared to make a character that seems like an archetype of themselves, and then have all the deep stuff happen afterwards. So it's always fun.
Subvert the expectation.
Yeah,
that's what makes for good stories and jokes.
Yeah.
Stu, thanks for walking us through this character creation. I really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to playing under you on this one. And I'm really glad that we got everybody here. So folks, if this sounds interesting to you and you are a fan of the type of media that East Texas University resembles, everything from what were the touchstones? Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Supernatural's probably got some stuff. It's got some like Cthulhian, like eldritch horror sprinkled in with some Friday Night Lights.
Scooby-Doo for sure.
Scooby-Doo.
Oh, do we have a name for this? Because we call it Friday Night Frights.
We could. I mean, it's not on Fridays, but we could.
Oh, that's true. It's not going to be on Fridays, folks. Sorry. But
we can just tell people it's on Fridays.
We could.
On Mondays.
Just like
Monster Mondays.
Monster Monday. So we are very, very happy that this series is going to be sponsored by Pinnacle directly. So thank you, Pinnacle, for sponsoring us for this. Everybody go check out their Kickstarter right now. You can find the link in the description below. And give it a back, because East Texas University is a really interesting game, and we're going to have a lot of fun playing it here on Dork Tales. So if you like what we do here, be sure to leave us a comment or like below, and go check out the book, because honestly, cool books like this don't come around as often as they should. So you want to support the ones that do. This is a really cool engine and a really cool setting. I'm excited.
I just want to say thank you very much, Kelly, for bringing me on for this.
Of course.
Happy to be here walking you guys through one of my favorite games.
And so
I'm
we'll
so
see you.
Excited.
It's going to be so good, y'all. Folks, we're going to see you in episode 1. Be sure to practice your Southern accents, and we'll be back in just a couple of days with episode 1. You can catch it live on Monday, May 11th. I think we're going for 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Pacific. So I guess that'd be noon Central. So see you at high noon in Texas on the 11th of May. Hootenanny. Not again.
Maybe I should just play like a Canadian immigrant.
You should play the descendant of your weird German character from Deadlands.
Oh gosh, I could do that.
Hey, you guys can be from wherever you choose to be. We could even have you be an exchange student from Transylvania.
Ooh.
Like Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.